Hello and welcome to this edition of Pete's Corner, where we explore the many corners of OSU's campus. I'm Kydell Billy. Dogs have long been known as man's best friend. They often serve as a faithful companion and an important member of the family. Pete's Pet Posse is finding ways to use this common relationship between people and dogs to help students at OSU to not only de-stress, but to have a companion. Jill Hunley has more on what Pete's Pet Posse is all about.
Many Americans have animals, and even if they don't, many of them enjoy relaxing with one while petting its furry coat. People don't realize the benefits that come along with having a pet, but Pete's Pet Posse has the inside scoop on how beneficial it really is. Whenever you are feeling down in the dumps because you are homesick, you can just visit the pups at different locations throughout campus.
The benefits for Rocky vary a little bit, but all involve making sure he's the happiest and healthiest dog he can be.
According to WebMD, there are 27 ways that animals and people can help each other out. Some of the benefits from pet therapy are greater opportunities for physical activity, companionship to fight depression, and honestly, they just give you a better quality of life. Not only does Pete's Pet Posse benefit people, but also the animals as well.
Vet checkups with the OSU Veterinary Health Sciences Department, and so they make sure that, he's not sick, he doesn't have any parasites, his ears and eyes are clean and healthy, and then they give yearly vaccinations to him. They also keep up to date on his flea and tick meds along with heartworm.
The purpose of this program ranges over a large variety of different reasons. Some of them include helping students cope with the sadness of being away from home, curing depression, and even helping them cope with the limitations of their ADHD.
And Targus' purpose for having the animals is to reduce stress in the students and help with testing anxiety or family anxiety of just being away from their house and their pets.
Oklahoma State's very own Ann Hargis started Pete's Pet Posse. Her goal of starting this program was to better the overall wellness on our campus. This organization was started only a year ago, and it is already doing so many helpful things for the students that attend OSU. It is providing such a sense of home that is actually hard to miss home, and that, my friends, is hard to do when you're away at college. With Pete's Corner, I'm Jill Hunley.
Thanks, Jill. The idea of using dogs as a therapeutic tool dates as far back as World War II, when dogs were brought into hospitals to bring up soldier spirits. Studies have shown that having pets in a workplace environment provide the same benefits of having them at home. Pets are a natural mood enhancer and can greatly reduce stress, blood pressure, and feelings of isolation. Brandon Crosno took a deeper look into the heart of Pete's Pet Posse to find out just how impactful the dogs really are.
If you've ever seen dogs around campus wearing orange vests, you've seen the essential volunteers of Pete's Pet Posse. Without these furry volunteers, OSU's pilot therapy program wouldn't be possible.
The first cowgirl, Ann Hargis, really loves animals and she really loves wellness, so she was a really big supporter in our whole process.
This is how the program works. Any member of the OSU community is eligible to volunteer their pet for the program. Owners then have coordinated schedules of when their dog is supposed to be on campus and available for visits to different departments, as well as public times for students and faculty to receive the benefit of animal therapy. But why even have a program where all you do is play with other people's animals? Well, it all comes down to science.
It actually does have an effect on clinical signs of anxiety. So it helps to lower the blood pressure, helps to lower the heart rate. Actually, they have shown that it increases happiness and quality of life.
Pete's Posse currently has 13 dogs in the therapy program, but the program has gained a lot of popularity since it began and is quickly expanding. Making appearances across campus keeps these dogs busy. But not just any animal can become a member of the posse. There's an extensive interview process followed by 8 weeks of training for each dog that goes through the program. All this is intended to give the program the best possible participants.
They're not trained to do one skill. It's not like a service dog where they have to, pick something up for someone or be an alert dog for a seizure activity or something. So they're not trained on a skill set. And so what we do is we're looking for dogs that have a disposition.
So if you're ever feeling a little stressed or down, you can always look for one of these specialized volunteers in an orange vest. If you're interested in knowing more about the public therapy times, just email pettherapy@okstate.edu. For Pete's Corner, I'm Brandon Crosno.
Thanks, Brandon. We're going to take a quick pause. When we come back, we're going straight into the doghouse to meet the dogs that make Pete's Pet Posse possible. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome back to Pete's Corner. I'm Kydale Billy. With the promise of an education and the college experience comes a lot of stress. According to a 2008 Associated Press study, 80% of college students frequently experience daily stress, and 1 in 5 says they experience stress most of the time at college. To counteract the ever-present reality of stress in college, Pete's Pet Posse uses specially trained dogs to allow students to de-stress and forget about their troubles for a moment. Abria Hilliard had the chance to meet the stars of Pete's Pet Posse and to dig a little deeper into the lives of the lovable canines.
Every Wednesday, 2 Pete's Pet Posse members take their dogs into the library. Students walking by can pet the dogs and release some stress. These weekly meet and greets are called Wagon Wednesdays. If you're interested, fill out an application, get interviewed, and have your dog examined and evaluated to be accepted, as Joy Fieldton and Allison Sherrier did. Sophie is Joy Fieldton's 2.5-year-old miniature schnauzer. Fieldton says Sophie loves the attention.
And she never gets tired of being petted.
Oh, I bet not. You just sit
This
there
is her favorite thing. Yeah.
Rocky is Allison Sherrier's 6-year-old blue heeler. Sherrier says Rocky helps with her anxiety issues. She also says she notices how much Rocky benefits from being a therapy dog.
I can see the positive reflection in him when we go home after a day of work, that he had fun and he feels like he did something that was worthwhile. And that's important for every dog, to feel like they have a job and they do something.
Although Pete's Pet Posse really helps relax people, it's not easy to get into. The animals go through extensive training to become therapy dogs.
It's about an 8 to 10 week program depending on the dog's ability and what stage they're in their life. Some dogs take a little longer than others, but there's a group training session held every week for about 10 weeks.
Lorinda Chamel says her dog Evie loves working as a pet therapy animal.
Evie loves coming on campus with me. She cannot hardly stand it when I get her vest out at home. It's a day to go to work, and it's her work too.
Jamie Payne says students love the pets being on campus.
A lot of students come in and say, I'm so happy to have a dog to talk to. I miss my dog. I haven't been able to go home in 3 semesters, and it's nice to have a dog to pet and play with. So it's really a positive impact across campus.
While dogs chosen for the program benefit from regular checkups, microchipping, and food, the best thing these pets receive is love. For Pete's Corner, I'm Abria Hilliard.
Thanks, Abria. The Pete's Pet Posse dogs wear orange vests around campus, and students are encouraged to approach them and to talk to their owners about the pets. More information on each individual dog is also available on Pete's Pet Posse's website. Pete's Pet Posse hosts an hour-long program every Tuesday called Yappy Hour. The dogs come from many different backgrounds and have amazing stories to tell. Being a part of this organization is an honor for both the owners and the dogs that make it so special. Andrew Bay has more about the program and how it can help melt away stress from studying students.
Normally, the administrators of Edmond Low Library don't allow for much roughhousing. However, when Pete's Pet Posse strolls in, those rules kinda get ignored. Pete's Pet Posse is a group of 14 dogs and their owners whose goal is to add to the total wellness of the school. And while Oklahoma State strives to be America's healthiest campus, that goal doesn't stop at fighting obesity. OSU wants the Cowboys on campus to be emotionally healthy too.
So this is just one little way that our campus can help out with stress, anxiety, and helping people prevent stress.
Anxiety has become an epidemic on college campuses. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, 62% of students with mental health problems that dropped out of school dropped out because of those mental health issues.
That's why every Tuesday, this posse takes over the first and second floors of the building where most students are at their peak stress levels studying for tests.
Since students are typically stressed out most about classes, coming to the place where students from all different majors study is kind of a no-brainer.
This is a mainstream to meet students who haven't heard about the program itself. So word travels in the library.
These dogs will hang out for about an hour as they greet students, get a good back scratch, and maybe deal out a few kisses too. Something special happens when worrisome students interact with these dogs. As their hands run through fur and their face gets covered in dog slobber, the pressure of schoolwork seems to melt away.
You almost have to see it to believe the way people interact.
These dogs give an unconditional love that reminds a lot of students of their pets at home and can help get their minds off the stress of the tests they have tomorrow morning. Whether it's letting you hold them or a happy wag of the tail, these dogs are here to bring a little cheer to these studying students. So whether you missed your pets back home, are stressed about a big test, or just need some good old puppy loving, be sure to ride with this posse at Yappy Hour on Tuesdays here at the library. And if you want your dog to bring smiles to stressed out students, then email pettherapy, one word, at okstate.edu to find out more. For Pete's Corner, I'm Andrew Bay.
Thanks, Andrew. The dogs and owners of Pete's Pet Posse continually find ways to keep smiles on the faces of all those that they encounter and to create an atmosphere of joy in a place that can quickly become stressful. We hope that you enjoyed this look at the wonderful services that Pete's Pet Posse is offering to students and organizations on campus. More information on Pete's Pet Posse and how you can become involved can be found on their website. Next week, we'll be exploring another corner of OSU's campus as we look at the One is Too Many program. We have had Geraldine Blaine live to tell us a little more.
Thanks, Kydell. Oklahoma State takes sexual violence and harassment very seriously. Next week, we'll be taking a look at why one is too many.
Thanks, Geraldine. And remember that if you're having a rough day or went barking up the wrong tree, that the orange-vested dogs of Pete's Pet Posse are always available to bring up your spirits. For Pete's Corner, I'm Kydell Billy.